Hey everyone, it's Emily and welcome to another part of Newcrest development. Today we are doing the second half of the townhouse that we started, I guess, yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know when this is going up, but I still haven't figured that out yet. But this one is very interesting. This whole unit, actually, I found a reference picture that I used to give me some inspiration for this, so I did not come up with this on my own. I think the other half is a little bit more simple, so it seems pretty reasonable that I would have just come up with it on my own, but I didn't even do that. But this other half is kind of crazy, and it has all these cool angled walls, and I don't even have the complete footage of figuring all of it out because it just took me a really long time, and then I started getting stressed, so I was like, maybe I just don't record all of it, and then I just kind of took my time with it and didn't worry about recording, and then I finally got it all together, so you'll see how it ends up at the end. But for now, you just get to watch me struggle with this like cramped mess that we've got going on. And I tried really hard to get that thing on the ground, but it took me so long. I finally figured it out, but I don't even know. I feel like there's a better way to do it. Like there's some kind of like life hack how to get this stupid garage door on the ground and not up on the foundation, but I couldn't figure it out. So I did something and it kind of worked, but it wasn't ideal. So I don't really know, but like I said, we do end up changing pretty much this whole front area. All the colors are the same, I think, but I make it so it's on more of an angle because when I finished it like this setup and I was doing the roofing and stuff, the roof on the apartment that I was looking at was like at an angle, or I guess it's not a roof, it's just like a flat thing on top, which it's still a roof, but it's just like a flat roof. It's not any kind of fancy angled roof, but it does have an angle to it, and I wasn't able to get that with the way that I had it set up right now. So I ended up moving basically each of those triangles back so that the edges of them ended up being on a diagonal. I don't know, you'll see in the end, but it was very complicated and very tricky, and I don't know how I did it. I don't think that I could redo it if I tried, so there's that. But it was fun, and like I said in the last one, I built each of these, or at least decorated them on the inside with kind of different types of people in mind. So the other side of the townhouse was like two guys who are like roommates. They're both into video games. They have their like little gym. They have I don't know, that's about it. But basically they're just two bros hanging out and working in Newcrest and living life. But this half, I was thinking that it was like a power couple, like two workaholics, and as I was doing the inside, I was thinking maybe one of them works from home and the other one has a job elsewhere. So one of them has like an office space with a computer and like a yoga mat that's kind of off around the corner, and then the other one doesn't have an office, which I was originally going to try to fit in an office room for both of them, but when I couldn't, I was like, well, maybe one of them works from home and this is their office, and the other one just leaves their work at work and then comes home and it doesn't work on anything. I don't know. But yeah, I was just thinking that this was a couple. They're not planning on having kids anytime soon. They have been in this unit for a long time, and honestly, maybe the two guys next door are kind of a nuisance to them. They just find them kind of annoying and probably don't like having to deal with them, but they wouldn't see them all that often, I would imagine. I think it would be kind of fun to play with a family, or not a family, but like that dynamic in this household, and maybe have the two guys are like have really high mischief skill and they're always like sneaking into the other people's houses and like setting traps in their house or something, and they have this like rivalry going on. But then I don't know, I think that would be kind of fun to play out. But anyway, their house is very clean over here. Everything, I left most of the white walls that I put in because the same as the other one, I did all the walls and all the landscaping and everything, and then I came in and gave them a budget for their furnishings, and I gave this couple a budget of 50,000 simoleons because I was thinking they would be more established in their careers, so they probably have some money saved up. Like I said, they've probably been living in this unit for a while, and they've collected things over the years. I'm not thinking that they're adults, they might be adults. I was thinking they're young adults who are about to be adults. So if they are planning on having kids at any point. They're not like super in a rush, but maybe at some point down the line, maybe that could be an issue if you were playing with this build and you made a family for it. I could see them maybe having an issue of space, like, oh, we want to have kids, but like we don't know, or maybe that causing problems in their relationship. I don't know where I come up with this stuff, but anyway, I wasn't even thinking that far into it when I was building. I was just like, oh yeah, workaholic couple, good enough. Like, that's enough of a storyline, right? And then here I am, like, spewing out all this nonsense. I don't know, but it's very early for me. It's actually not that early anymore. I'm recording this right after I did the last one, so if you watch that, you know that I started getting up early, and now it's 7:22, so not too early anymore, but I still feel like I did something good by getting up early. I don't know. But anyway, I gave them a big TV too. I don't know what I'm even talking about. See, this is my issue. Sometimes I record things too close together and I feel like I don't have anything to talk about anymore, but then at the same time I could always just talk about the build, but that's not always interesting. Like, here, look at me place this coffee table. Oh, didn't like that one, better pick a different one. I don't know. But oh, this couple, I gave them a lot of clean furniture in the first floor, and then in the upper floor, their bedroom is pretty calm, but the office space is very bright, and I was thinking that whichever person in the couple works from home, maybe they've just decorated that one room specifically to their tastes, whereas together as a couple, their tastes are very like modern and I don't know, like put together, but maybe it was just because it's that one Sims workspace, they just did whatever they wanted to with it and didn't really care if the other person would like it or not. So that's kind of a funny little personality thing that I threw in as I was building. But I also, ooh, what did I put? Ooh, I found this painting or the swatch of this one. I never use it, but it's so cool. I don't know why. I guess because it's very bright and loud, and about the only pops of color in here are like that rug and that painting, and everything else is pretty neutral. But ooh, I did find a dining table that I used in here that I really like, and I'm convinced that it's a new swatch because I've never seen it before, but it's really cool, and I just kind of wanted to get to that point in the video because I want to look at the dining table again. Like, as I was going to sleep last night, I was like, man, that's a good dining table. Like, yes, I need it. I don't know, but yeah, ooh, that's interesting. I built something else yesterday, and I did a similar thing with the cabinet, and I thought, like, I was thinking like, oh yeah, I'm about to change all the colors in the kitchen, and then I was like, no, that's the other build. I just used that same whatever console cabinet unit thing from Parenthood, I think. I don't know, they all blend together now, but yeah, the kitchen, very white and bland. I gave them a little back patio area like the other side has, but theirs is different. The other one is more for entertaining, and their entertaining space is more on the inside. Like, they have a big dining table for 2 people. They have like 6 chairs or something. So I was thinking if they were to have people over, it would be on the inside, and then, or if they were like hosting a dinner or something, they would eat inside, but then they have like a lounge area outside. Oh, I had to give them some coffee stuff because if you're a workaholic, you probably drink a lot of coffee, right? I don't know. Ooh, funny thing about me that I've realized recently, I do much better if I drink coffee halfway through the day instead of starting my day with coffee. If I start my day with coffee, I've just ruined the whole rest of my day. That's what I've come to believe because if I drink coffee like first thing in the morning, I get tired around like noon or like 2 o'clock, and that's not good because I already naturally get tired around noon or 2 o'clock. So then if I drink coffee, this is the table that I'm obsessed with, but anyway, if I drink coffee first thing in the morning, it just like amplifies my tiredness and I crash like halfway through the day. So then I need more coffee, but more coffee never completely satisfies me, and it's just not good. So I've started drinking water in the morning and having a smoothie before work, and then I bring iced coffee to work with me, and then at like 12 or 2, like whenever I finish my lunch, I'll start drinking my iced coffee, and it's so much better. Like, I don't know how I've been living. I just like smacked my mic. I'm sorry if you heard that, but I don't know how I've been living like this. Like, how have I lived my whole life and not known this about myself? But it's revolutionary. If you drink coffee and you get really tired in the afternoons, like, maybe switch it up because it's done wonders for my life. Ooh, something that I did in these that I thought was fun is you probably saw it for like 2 seconds and now it's gone and we're never going to go back to it because I didn't include it in the video because it was part of my meltdown process of, I don't know what I'm doing with this, like let me just stop recording and see how it goes. But anyway, I put this little like chandelier area. I did it in both of the apartments and I think it looks really cool. You'll see it in the screenshots because definitely gonna have to include it there. But anyway, we're getting into the office space, which is what I was talking about with the, it's actually not super cluttered, but it just has a lot of like bright colors in it and pops of like teal and stuff. And I thought that, like I said, it was just because it's for that one person and maybe stuff that they've collected throughout their life that they want displayed in their office space. And their office is very closed off from the rest of the house. It has those nice bright windows, but the door to it isn't glass or anything, so it's not like the other person would see in there like what's going on in that room, so I don't think it would bother them too much. And then we got the yoga mat and the little meditation stool thing, and yeah, I just put a nice light in there, one that was a little bit different from the other lights. And see, that's what I was talking about my recording software being weird. It's doing this weird like jumpy thing. I don't know if it's as bad as I think it is, but I'm pretty sure it is because my whatever it's called, my little like display thing in my editing program, it sometimes is like a little bit laggy, but nowhere near what it was just doing. So that's how I know when my whole display capture thing just got messed up, and I don't really know how that happens, but it happened. I don't know. I always have to be careful if you probably don't care about this if you don't make videos, but if I'm rendering a video, I have to make sure that I'm not recording something in the game because it will lag to the point where my recording is useless. So I make sure not to do that. So I don't know what the issue was this time, but I really like their bathroom in this apartment. I think it's really nice, and my favorite new trick, if you haven't seen my videos recently, is to use that shower from Jungle Adventure and just shove it into the wall. And I haven't played in a house where I've done that because I did realize after I started doing that when you put the walls down you can still see the shower, but I always build with walls up, so I would never have noticed that. I think I was actually watching emisimsYT build something and she talked about how she saw me do that trick and I was like, ooh, that's cool. But yeah, then she was mentioning how when she put the walls down she could see it, but the color that she picked didn't bother her, so I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about that. Of course, it's not just gonna come down with the walls, but anyway, we're pretty much done with this build. Their bedroom is just nice, clean, black, white, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos of me filling up Newcrest, because we have just finished the first little 5-lot section at the top of the map. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye!